Welcome. My name is Alex. I have an Instagram and also a YouTube Love Sugar show. So I want to thank you for taking your time out of your day for doing the interview.
Yeah, of course.
So the first question I ask anyone that I ever interview is, how's everything going in your world? Not just musically, but also in your personal life as well.
It's going great. It's going great. Just working as much as possible to get ready for tour and for the band. Just trying to stay busy.
Isn't working just so exciting?
Yeah, it's so awesome. I love doing it.
So let's talk about this EP that's coming out in March, which we have to wait a little bit for everyone else. I got to listen to it. I enjoyed it. I think everyone else is going to as well.
Good.
And the title of it is called When Your Eyes Are Shut. What does the title mean to you?
It's a way of saying, do you have anybody you hate or dislike? What'd you say?
I just love everyone.
Okay. Well, there are people that do very bad things, and I hope that when they close their eyes, they see me or whoever that they have done wrong. You know what I mean? It's just like a way of making lasting. I don't know how to describe it. It's just like I hope they don't forget, in a sense, like what they've done to the person they've affected.
So is it kind of like you kind of like, I guess almost like a conscience, like when you close your eyes, I hope this still bothers you and I hope you still see it and relive it.
Yes.
Awesome. And is it kind of like to a point where they feel remorseful maybe and they come reach back out and say, hey, I'm sorry I did this to you? Or just more like, I just hope you suffer and feel bad?
Both. Either one's good.
Yeah. Also, off topic, but Borderlands 2 is a great game. I just finished it the other day.
That's awesome. Dude, yeah, it's one of my favorite games.
So I love that there's something so deep and meaningful in this EP. Did you approach it like differently from other things that you were doing when the band first started, for example?
We I would say the only other different approach that we took was recording with someone else. Because we recorded with a friend and then sent that off to get mixed. But this time we booked time with an actual music engineer. His name is Don Madiri. We drove down to Georgia and stayed with him for a week, and we recorded in-house, and he recorded and mixed the whole thing, which is very different because we recorded with someone and then they sent it off, and then we had to wait for that person like out of state to get it done over basically just messaging through the internet. But with this it was much different because he recorded everything and then also mixed it, and the only thing he didn't do was master it, but that was simple. He just sent it off to a dude and we had it back in a day. It was super simple. But yeah, Dom is the best. He was very positive, very good at what he does. Very, very good at what he does. We're the first heavy band he's actually recorded, and it was a learning experience for both of us. It was super awesome. Super great experience.
Well, shout out to him then for doing it.
Yes. Awesome. Yes.
So since this album is so full of emotion and like I feel like from start to finish, it's just like that energy is kind of kept through the whole thing. Was this based off of like a personal experience or maybe like a book or, like any feelings that went into this EP?
It was a big bunch of emotions. Like I was taking a lot of inspiration from my bandmates' stories, actually, and then writing off of that. So it's just a big mix of just negative emotion translated into music, basically.
So when you say like you kind of took the whole, I guess the whole band together and kind of just took pieces from here and there, do you guys just like sit down and you're like, hey, let's think of like let's share some emotions, or is it just like he comes in one day and he's like, hey, I just want to tell you like I had a crappy weekend. Like how does that kind of all get put together?
Yeah, big old trauma dump circle. No, they just tell me stuff that they've been through, and um, it's I honestly it's hard because I have to get like the specifics out sometimes, but we're all very good friends. Like these are my best friends. Like
Hmm.
we're basically just a band of five best friends. It's usually not like that. We really never argue or anything like that. We're actually very close, so it's super easy to get stuff out of them. But
Hmm.
they just tell me things that they want me to write about, and I kind of just do my best to translate what they're saying into music and not get too specific, but also
Yeah.
get to the point where it's relatable and also plays into what they wanted me to write about. But I've never they've never told me I've done it bad, so I guess I'm doing a
Well,
good job. Yeah.
yeah, I was picturing like a little circle, like, okay, boy, is this like, trauma?
No, it's usually one on one, and then I'll like tell them at practice. I'm like, hey, I've been writing these, and then I'll let them read it, and then they just either approve or disapprove, but they've never disapproved. So
I
yeah,
think it's like the best and worst thing about being humans is we can all suffer together because we've all been kind of through some crappy stuff.
absolutely. Yeah,
So what was the hardest moment of creating this?
hardest moment. Hmm. It really wasn't that hard, honestly. Maybe maybe the writing process of like actually getting the songs structure and everything, like actually writing the music, not the lyrics, just the music.
Hmm.
Like it's just kind of hard with all of our work schedules and everything, but when we do get together, it's we can usually crank a song out in a single practice. But
Wow.
towards the end, we had we had three of the songs fully written, and then the last one we couldn't really finish it musically, so we actually had to finish it in the studio. That was literally the only struggle of the entire thing. And
Sounds just
I wouldn't even call it a struggle, honestly. It was actually nice to have another person in there to help us like put it all together rather than just the normal five, you know. But
right.
that I would say that was the only thing that went wrong, and I wouldn't even say that that's going wrong. It all went great.
Well, that is a good thing. It's awesome when things come together.
Sure, for sure.
So I know in the bio I was reading about trying to bring deathcore back to what it was. Can you kind
Yeah.
of talk about that? And did you feel pressure trying to do that, or was it more of like a challenge? Or
Um, honestly, I wouldn't call it a challenge. We that's the music. That's the deathcore. That's the kind of deathcore that translates with all five of us.
Mhm.
Um, we don't hate the new deathcore, but we definitely gravitate to the old stuff. So it wasn't that hard. We honestly were just doing what we like. We're just writing music that we like, and
Mhm.
we do try to take a little modern influence and mix them together so that it's a little bit more acceptable in this day and age. But honestly, the only hard part about that is just trying to stay original because you're basically recreating a genre, and it's just super hard to stay original uh, in the state of music that we are in.
Mhm.
Because everything's been done before, you know what I mean? So it's hard to just come up with something original. But if you just keep doing your own thing and not like copycatting, you know,
Yeah.
you'll come up with something original. And I mean, that's just what we're trying to do, honestly.
So were you trying to mix like some new, I guess, deathcore with like some old stuff, or were you trying just to come up with something completely new that nothing like no one has done before?
We're totally shooting for like the early deathcore sound, but we're trying to turn it into our own thing. Like Drop Dead Gorgeous, we had that real big atmospheric part in the middle, but it's not like in the sense of like Lorna Shore atmospheric. It's like it's just like its own thing, kind of. And um, I think it was well received, honestly. That's one of our favorite parts on the whole record, and
Mm-hmm.
um, we're just trying to mix a little bit of modern influence with the old stuff, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you recreate the old stuff, it's all just going to sound the same. So we're just trying to turn it into our own little thing, you know.
Definitely makes sense.
Yeah.
So deathcore is kind of, I guess, known for more heavier, maybe more like violent in the lyrics. Do you think that people miss the emotional part of it, or do you think it's a misunderstood genre?
Um, it's hard because not all deathcore is like emotional. A lot of the deathcore that we listen to is really just about killing people. Honestly, like all the lyrics are just like super violent, just like I'm gonna kill you, kind of thing. But if you listen to Dead in My Arms, Carnifex, their first record, that record is very emotional. Like he touches on a lot of subjects that we're actually touching on, just stuff in that manner. Um, I don't know. It's it's definitely a violent genre, and we do write. I write lyrics that are violent and emotional. I kind of try to mix the two.
To kind
Um,
of like balance it out so it's not just
yeah,
all violent, but it's
yeah,
like here's some emotion, here's some violence, the best of both worlds.
yeah. Exactly, exactly.
So after the EP drops on March 13th or 12th, what is next? Is it going to turn into an album? You guys going to go on tour?
Tour. We're touring. Um, it's just an EP. It's a standalone EP. We are writing for a full length though. We are writing for a full length, but March 26th through April 11th, we are doing When Your Eyes Are Shut EP release. We're hitting the East Coast and going down to South Florida, up to Georgia, back up into Indiana, and just everything in between. I think it's like 15 total days. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, pretty awesome.
So there's no like on the next album that nothing from this EP is going to be in it. It's just a standalone by itself.
Yeah, just standalone. Yeah,
Okay, so it's like a little snack until you get your full meal.
exactly, exactly.
So I have to ask, just kind of a fun question. When you're not listening to deathcore, what kind of music do you normally like?
Did you say metal music?
Anything like Spice
Okay.
Girls, Britney Spears. Like there's no
I
like.
do. I do unironically listen to Britney Spears. I listen to a lot of rap. A lot. We all collectively like Suicide Boys. Um,
Okay.
what else? I listen to Super Heaven a lot. I really like Super Heaven. I have their lyrics tatted on me. I really like Super Heaven. Um, what's another one? Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga's a good one.
Lady Gaga's
Um,
legit.
yeah, yeah. Um, what else? I don't know why that's like the hardest question ever for no reason. It's like I really listen to everything. I like
It's funny
Stained.
it wasn't expected. So,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
well, back to the EP. When you do the
Yeah.
tour, are you going to do any songs on this EP at all?
Yes. Yes. We're playing the full EP. We're gonna play it in its running order, and then we're gonna play some old stuff. But yeah. And we're actually playing a brand new song that we just wrote at the very end of the set too. So
Okay, that's
yeah,
exciting.
yeah, it is.
And will this be the first time those songs are played live?
Yeah, yeah. No, no. the first song we open with. It's the opening track of the EP. It'll be the first time we play that song. But the other three and the intro and outro, we have not. We have not played those. Well, we have, man. No, we've played Drop Dead Gorgeous, Unidentifiable Autopsy, and The Last Thing You See. We've played all those live, but the intro, the outro, and Mouthful of Glass we have not played, and those will be being played.
Okay, so
sorry, that was confusing.
It's okay.
Yeah.
So when you play something new for the first time, how do you feel about that?
It is kind of weird, honestly, because since we've been writing so much, we actually had to go back to Mouthful of Glass and practice it like religiously because we had literally forgotten how to play it. So,
oh, no.
Yeah, and so we just recently got that song ready. We're gonna practice it tomorrow a bunch too, but it's gonna be interesting to see us try and play that song again because we've never played it live on a stage in front of a crowd. So it's gonna be interesting. It is weird though. The crowd reaction is also very different because they'll go from hearing a song that they normally would hear and to like one they've never heard. So it's just kind of hard, but it's not that bad.
It's a kind of like the anticipation. Like, do they dig it? Do they not dig it?
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
this.
Yeah. Majority of the time, they're just killing each other. So.
I mean, at least they don't have to worry about you. You can do your own thing. They do their own thing. It's fine. Yeah. So for someone listening to this EP for the first time, if you had to choose like their first song to kind of like introduce themselves to the band, what song would you choose for them?
The Last Thing You See, I think. Would it have to be? Does it have to be off this EP?
It can be off anything, but a song.
The Last Thing You See.
Well.
Yeah. The Last Thing You See or From Life to Lifeless, one of those two.
And why that song?
Those are just the key elements that we put into the music. It's just like the foundation of the band, which honestly, it's weird because they're not necessarily the most like old songs we've written. Like they're more recent, but it's really like it like shapes our sound the most. Which is pretty interesting. But yeah, The Last Thing You See are From Life to Lifeless.
For sure. Is that also is that like one of your favorite songs as well, or do you have a different favorite one?
It's so hard. I can't ever pick a favorite. I really like The Last Thing You See, but Unidentifiable Autopsy is probably my personal favorite. But then again, like I like it all. Like I can't pick a favorite. I literally can't.
So I know we also talked about you're going on tour shortly after this as well. What is something you're most looking forward to?
Playing South Florida, because I've heard South Florida is just incredible, and we've never been down there. Also, on the 28th of March, we're playing with Waking the Cadaver and Nine Dead, and then another local called Short Bus. Very excited for that show. Very excited. It's already sold out.
Oh wow, that's exciting.
It's gonna be crazy. We love Waking the Cadaver and Nine Dead. Those are some of our homies. So it's gonna be great to see them and great to play with some of our idols.
Yeah, for sure. That's like almost a dream come true, if not a dream
exactly.
come true.
Exactly. Yeah.
So for this album, is there anything you'd like to say to people who have like followed you from the beginning? Anyone interested in seeing you on tour, or anyone interested in taking a listen to the EP when it comes out?
I hope you like it. I guess I don't know. It's hard. It's hard to like really say something specific about it. It's just we worked really hard on it. I really hope you enjoy it.
So what you're saying is you put your heart and soul into this, and they're going to love it.
Yes, yes. You better freaking love it.
If you don't, then at least come to a show, support the band in some way.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Let's keep metal alive.
Yeah.
Well, awesome. I know you have a busy schedule. So, for anyone watching this, When Your Eyes Are Shut, it's an EP. It hits on the 12th, and you can listen to it, I believe, on Bandcamp.
Mm-hmm.
And there is also
all platforms
coming out as well, from Silverback Gorilla Records if you guys want vinyl, because vinyl's coming back in.
Yeah. Thank you.
Well, awesome. I want to thank you so much for taking your time for doing this interview, and good luck on tour. And everyone should definitely take a listen to the EP. It was really good.
Yeah. Thank you.